of beer drinkers. More than 175 years later, we still... Hey friends, just thought I'd make a little video showing what I've been up to with the layout, which for the past year or so really isn't much. But with model railroad season coming, I've decided to make some changes that I've been thinking about all summer. The previous layout had very little staging, and I thought I'd be okay with what I had, but I really wasn't. Needed more room to park trains. And the other thing is lift out sections. I had two bridges that lift out, and again I thought I'd be okay with them, but they really weren't. They weren't that good. So I've eliminated one, and I'm sort of stuck with the other one for now, and I'll show you why. But that one will eventually be going too. So I've just finished what I consider the heavy construction phase. So like 2x4s, plywood, the benchwork's up. And now I'm just playing with track and switches and stuff and trying to figure out where I want to put things. So here, I'll let you have a look. This is the layout room. I have three small kids and I share the room with them, although they don't really come down here and play too often. They mostly just keep their stuff down here and they haul it upstairs whenever they want to play with it. Sometimes they'll hang out with me down here, but I had to consider them in my rebuilding of the layout, or any layout I built for now. This gigantic TV has to go. Someone gave that to me about a year or so ago, and I thought, oh yeah, sure, I'll take that off your hands. Well, it's way too big, and I need something a little more reasonable. It's probably going to go in the same spot, maybe a little higher. But yeah, that thing's got to go. On my previous layout, I had a bridge here. It was a much wider gap than this. This new construction is a lot narrower, and that bridge was a pain in the butt. I thought I'd be okay with it, but every time I built it thinking that if I built it carefully enough, I could get it so the rails would line up every time I just set the bridge in. And it never seemed to work out that way. I don't know if it's the temperature, humidity changes, or what, but I ended up having to use rail joiners on the end of each track for the bridge, at each end of it. And it was a double track, so that was 8 little rail joiners I had to slide ever so carefully just to get the bridge in or out. And that got old really fast. So I've eliminated this bridge by having helixes and, return loops basically. And this bridge over here, though, I can't do anything about right now. I want to get a smaller fish tank. I've only had this one for a couple of years, and at the time I thought, oh yeah, I want a nice big fish tank. It'll be awesome. But it's not that it's a big fish tank that bothers me. The thing is, it's a corner unit, and obviously that limits where you can put it. So I always had a smaller one that used to sit over there where that broom is, and it's a little 35-gallon, and I think I'm going to go with something like that again. Maybe if not put it there, I don't think I can put it there. I'll probably end up putting it under the benchwork somewhere, but yeah, I definitely want to get something smaller eventually. And then when I do, I can have the bench work come right around the corner, and that'll increase my staging and eliminate that stupid bridge. These are actually the bridges here underneath the couch here, or on the back of the couch, but yeah, that's both of them. Nightmares. This was the staging I mentioned. It's obviously way too short and just not enough, and I never really used it. I run modern equipment, modern trains, so I could only fit maybe 15-20 cars on there, and it was not enough. I won't be able to fit much more, but I will be able to increase that a fair bit. I'm not sure if I'll have staging on the bottom shelf or the top shelf, but most likely on the bottom. That just seems to make more sense. So the track will come along here like this. I'm not sure. I may just tear all of that out and redo it. I eventually want to go with Pico Code 55 because that stuff is just bulletproof, and it looks, you know, I know the tie spacing isn't right for North American railroads, but my previous layout, I was able to ignore it. So just the short rail and everything, that I don't mind it. So it'll come along through there, and then I need this space here for some turnouts, because there's going to be an option to have 2 tracks go up the helix and 1 stick on the bottom shelf to just basically turn around. Basically, like just be so I can stay on one level if I want. I can run really long trains that way, I believe. What I got here, the outer rail will be, I guess, just under 23 inches, because that's where the cut's going to be, or that's where the outer edge of the road bed will be, so it'll be just under 23-inch radius. And then for the helix, I've got a 20-inch radius and an 18.5-inch radius with the 2 tracks. And the 20-inch radius, according to a helix calculator I found on the internet, tells me that I'll have a 2% grade, which, after watching videos on YouTube of, you know, 40, 50, 60 car trains getting pulled up by a couple of modern engines, I should be okay. So yeah, we'll see. I guess that's everything. I don't know what else to show you. Anyway, if you stumbled across this and you like what you see, subscribe. I'll be updating stuff as I build things. I don't know if I'll do construction videos, but I'll definitely show the results and updates and stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching.